Hi, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com, and welcome to this video. What this is about how important your thoughts, beliefs, actions, words, feelings, and everything affect something that you're trying to do. So we often hear, what I often hear, I should say, when I talk to people about, they kind of find out what I do, right? So I'm in a group or something and they say, oh, what do you do? And I tell them, I help women, usually over 40, live healthy, happy lifestyles, like eat healthier, cleaner. And what I hear a lot of times is, oh, eating healthy, that's hard. That's so hard to do all the time. It takes so much effort. Or maybe people think it's so expensive. Oh, it's really expensive to buy that healthy food. I can't always afford it, or we can't, things like this. And I want, if you are somebody who have said those things or thought those things, I want you to really think, is it true? Is it really true? Or is it something, it's just such a belief and a habit, right? Or have you heard other people around you say those things, You could have grown up, and I've heard people who have grown up in households who, their parents have said things like, well, we can't always buy this, I like, isn't it healthy food because it's really expensive and things like that. And then buy a lot of packaged and processed foods because it appears cheap, or like the Kraft dinner or macaroni, things like that, because it's so cheap. But not realizing it's not really food, right? So I think that's also where it comes from. It comes from us buying or thinking of things. You can buy these big things at Costco's, or these big things, right, they're not really food, but they're marketed as food and full meals, and they may be really cheap. Now, also why they're so cheap is because they contain no nutrients whatsoever. They actually have a negative effect on our health, right, in so many ways. So that's where I think a lot of people get that. Then they go to buy some of the fruits and vegetables and even greens in the grocery stores, and they look and they go, wow, like just for that amount? The thing is there's a couple things going on here. For one, this is a habit that we've developed. Also, not really believing, thinking, or having what is really important to you. So if you don't put health first, and if you don't realize how important it is to eat food, that's how our body's fueled, that's how we stay healthy, food with the proper nutrients, then you may be thinking, well, it's so much cheaper to buy this, right? But that isn't feeding you at all. It's just maybe cheaper, but it's not really food at all. It's a pattern, it's a belief, it's a behavior, it's what you're thinking. Like Henry Ford said, let me see if I can get it right. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So it's basically, what are you thinking? What are you believing to be true? That now take another look at it and you might go, you know what? That's really not true. That is really not true. Or how can I change that? How can I change my thoughts about it? So also another good example is when people go to exercise, right? I don't have time. It's too hard. I don't like going to the gym. I can't find any exercise I like. I get started, I always quit. I never stay with it. Things like that. So your words are very, very powerful. Your words and your feelings towards it. So if it's something you're trying to force yourself to do, something you really hate, you're going to avoid that, right? Because you keep telling yourself it's hard, it's painful, it's, you don't want to do it. It's going to hurt you. You're going to feel deprived, on and on and on. So you're going to want to avoid that, right? Instead of finding ways to make yourself like it, or finding something else that you like, right, in the way of exercising. So I want you to think of, when you're thinking about healthy eating and living and stuff, what do you say to yourself? How were you raised? What did your parents say? What do the friends say? What do your people around you say about it? Do you hear a lot also, it's too expensive, I don't have enough time, it's too complicated, oh, I could never make all those healthy recipes, they need too many ingredients, it's too hard. All of these things which are really just not true. I mean, why do we know? Because there's people who consistently eat healthy, that consistently are able to exercise and eat healthy and do a whole bunch of other things in their life. Yes, they can work. They still have time for sleeping. They still have families. So it's doable. It's just they believe it is doable. They believe it's fun and easy. They love it. Like for me, I love eating healthy food. I love preparing healthy recipes. Do I feel like it all the time? Not necessarily. I sometimes keep things really super simple and eat very simple if I don't have a lot of time, but I still make sure to eat healthy foods into my day, because to me, I believe it 100% that is important. That is the most important thing. No matter what else is going on in my life, I need to consume healthy foods. I still like potato chips. I still like French fries. I still like beer, but I choose to consume a whole lot of healthy stuff. So I challenge you to think about your beliefs, your thoughts, your words, your actions, your habits that you do with regards to something you find challenging, right? So if you say, oh, I just think healthy eating consistently is really hard, like I just don't have time, then challenge your beliefs around it, write it out. What do you truly believe about it? What do you say to yourself? What types of things do you do? What actions do you take towards it? What actions do you take to avoid doing those things? What do you fill your time with that is kind of like, oh my God, I spend that much time and I can't even make healthy food? Like, what am I doing, right? You will see. So the awareness also is when you're able to make changes. When you see, when you understand, when you realize that what you believe, said, done habitually over time isn't really right. It's just something you got stuck in. That is when it's powerful, and that's when you can begin to make changes. Your words are extremely powerful. Remember that. And if you have, really, most people do need help, support in areas they find a little challenging and difficult. So right now I have my 30-day program at an extremely amazing price. So if you're somebody who finds it a little difficult, you need more extra support, accountability, and a ton of excellent, really healthy, nutritious, and delicious recipes that are fast and easy to do, then you want to be a part of this program. DianaMarchand.com/30 days. Contact me on Facebook too if you want, Diana Marchand. And make sure you're part of my community for women over 40 wanting to live a healthy, happy life. And that is on Facebook at Women Creating Healthy Lives. Okay, watch your thoughts, watch your words, take positive actions, just start something. Bye.